Bonjour mes amis, je m'appelle Hassan, je viens de l'Angleterre, je suis en Quebec City. So here at the Port Saint-Jean, which is the gate going into the old city, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And Quebec City was actually the first North American French settlement, founded by Samuel de Champlain in 1608. The only city in North America to have fortifications. And this is the only part of North America which still has a French-speaking population. Over 90% of Quebec City speaks French as a native language to this day. You cannot get by over here speaking English. Every sign is in French. You speak English, everyone stares at you. I was talking to my friend on the bus, people looked at me like I was some weirdo, you know, like foreign immigrant, deport me, you know, that kind of thing. So we're going through the old city today, looking through the old buildings, a taste of Europe in North America.
The Chateau Frontenac Hotel was built in 1893 by the Canadian Pacific Railway Company and is one of the Grand Railway hotels. Others include the Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta. It is designated as a National Historic Site of Canada, with rooms running into the thousands of Canadian dollars per night. Quebec City was under French rule until the British captured it in 1759, and Canada was ceded to the British at the conclusion of the 7 Years' War. But that was all the way in 1763. How is the French influence still so strong in Quebec? A few years after the conquest, the remaining French population of the new British colony benefited from tensions between the 13 colonies of what is now eastern United States and Britain with the Quebec Act of 1774. The Quebec Act enlarged the frontiers of the province of Quebec, recognized freedom of religion for Catholics, the legality of the seigneurial system, and the French civil code. This would protect the French language, the regional variant known as Quebecois, as well as their culture and way of life. When you're here, you won't find a single English sign. Everything is in French. Honestly, I still think about the fondue at Chocolat Favoris. My friend took cans of these back home to Mexico.
We're here at the fortifications of Old Quebec, and actually what's nice is that they've got busts of different influential people throughout history, as well as like war tributes and things, but like historical figures from the Americas, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, influential poets, politicians, or campaigners who motivated or who led change in that country. The obvious one that stands out for me is Mr. Mahatma Gandhi over here. He advocated for non-violence in the struggle against the British, ultimately leading to Indian independence from Britain in 1947. I know a lot of people have good and bad opinions of him, but personally, I like to look at the good in people and take the positive lessons we can learn from Mr. Gandhi. This is the Parliament of Quebec, and what you can see there is the Quebec flag and no Canada flag. These guys, I don't know, they're just obsessed with having their own identity. As I mentioned earlier, like the whole Frenchness of the place. They've had 2 referendums to leave Canada. The most recent one in 1999, I believe, was 50-point-something% against it. This is also the parliament where they passed the anti-hijab law. But yeah, it's still good to look at. Toys is like, it's been my childhood. Like, it's closed down in the UK, it's closed down in America, it's closed down just everywhere, but I don't know why it's still alive in Canada. And like, just going here is so nostalgic. Like, everything that I bought as a 5-year-old, everything, like, just everything, like, childhood flashbacks, 100%. It's so nice.
So we're on the campus of Université Laval, which is the university where I completed my semester exchange program. I lived here for 4 months, and despite it being a primarily French-speaking university, I enrolled in English courses and survived.
Oh, so here, like, at Université Laval, which is where I study, these tunnels actually are a lifesaver because in the winter time, the temperatures go as low as minus 27 degrees or minus 17 Fahrenheit, which is freezing. Like, your nostrils crisp up, your hands go numb within minutes. It's unbelievable. So because of this, like, you can go to lecture in just a hoodie because it links all the buildings and the accommodation, so you never ever step out. The great thing, of course, as well on this is, like, they've got wall art everywhere, so it's not creepy because like everyone uses the tunnel. Now it's like the end of semester, but you just walk past and you like look at the art and you just take it in.
Many of you have asked for a video on tips and advice for studying abroad and what I've learned from my experience. I hope I can encourage you guys to take up the option because I really don't regret it at all. Anyways, I'm going back to the UK. It's been a blast. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe as always.